Hello, it's been a while since the last progress update because there has been a lot of progress. I've implemented logic for the entirety of the early game, which is typically referred to as the levels that are before the top gate on the map, before all the meta nonsense starts happening. But not only that, I've managed to implement level shuffle. Took a very long time, but I finally got it to work. Mostly because it would not generate, so I've had to do some influencing on the logic in order to get it to work. Sometimes it'll still fail a bit, so I'll have to put that out as a disclaimer. Very soon I should be able to make a beta release for this. You guys can try some levels. Would be helpful in writing the more advanced logic, because everyone's gonna have to go through all the levels and see every combination of words they're possible with. It's gonna be a bit crazy. I also need to update the level pack icon. You can see I've got the Bob is You client at the side here. This is something that will come with the AP rule and you'll need. So we're gonna get started. I've generated this in the past, so I know the first level is gonna be... I don't remember what it's called. What is Baba? And so all the early levels you see here are specifically ones that are possible with your starting inventory, which is all the levels in the first level, known as Baba's You. Sorry, all the text in the first level, known as Baba's You. So all we have to do now is make Baba's win. And we have found the chasm key. I have world keys on, but you can see all of these levels are different ones. But I can beat all of them right now because I specifically made the logic work that way. So we can beat assembly team over here. And get the late key. You can see items now appear from the bottom and they stick around a lot longer. There's no sent pop-ups yet, only received ones, and you don't get received ones for the filler item known as spec, because there's not really any point. So yeah, I can go ahead and beat all of these levels. I'll beat this one. And that's randomized to be early because it's a very common word. And I'm just gonna go ahead and beat the rest of these levels real quick. Alright, now that I've beaten all of those levels, you can see that we got all of these items. Since I have the chasm key and the lake key, let's visit those. First level of most worlds also follows the beatable with starting inventory rule. Just because of how limited the logic is, I'd had to go ahead and do that. I'm also playing with one of the 3 goals that have already been programmed in. So the default goal is to just beat a way out and get the normal ending. But I am playing with the level goal, so I need to complete 50 levels, which I set it to, and then I will immediately beat my game. Now, unfortunately, this isn't displayed anywhere at the moment. I definitely could display it somewhere. I could probably put it in this menu, actually. I never showed this menu. You can use that to see what items you have. Very useful. That's been a thing for a while. But as soon as I beat 50 levels, I will be able to finish my game. And the other option is to get a certain amount of blossoms. There's also an item unique to the randomizer called Blossom Petal, which is 1/8 of a blossom, and when you get 8 of them, you will receive a blossom. So you can use that as well. Dang it. This is floaty platforms. Okay, so I'm doing this right. I think I messed up. No matter how much I play these levels, I can't seem to remember the solution off the top of my head. And that's that. Existential crisis. Can we beat this yet? Oh, we can actually, because we have empty. I'm gonna try and do that, although this level I know is a bit difficult. I think basically what we want to do is have something up here. Oh wait, Moon is defeat, so we need the word push to make Baba's push. Oh, Rocket is push. So what we do is we do this, and then we gotta carefully move this rocket in here. It's a bit tricky. Oh no. Definitely don't want to shove things against the corner. Alright, let's just have Baba help out a bit here. Oh, I shoved the word empty in the corner. That's probably not good. Let's try this again. I can actually just push this rocket myself over here. Because it's much easier to control one Baba than 500 empties. Alright, now that we've made flag is win, the last step is to make Baba's push so I can take advantage of empty as you and push the Baba past these moons, which you can see are defeat. Shoot, Baba's still you. Hold on. Oh no, wait, Baba's in push now, dang. I gotta keep Baba's push around. Alright, now we just make Baba's you. And... uh-oh. Come on. There we go. And now we have door. Amazing. And we also got more just in time to beat this level. So other than the first level of each world and the 8 starting levels on the map, every other level is completely random. So you could get really unlucky and have to do the really hard levels in like Lake or something. Although since I have open map on and the world keys, it's not doesn't really matter which world it's in. Anyway, last part here is to make Baba is... uh-oh. Dang it, this rock's in the way. Why don't I just, there we go, now I can get this out. And we got island key. Now we can go look around Solitary Island, and we can do bridge building, or where do I go? I think it's pretty obvious which one I'm gonna go for first, because this level's really easy. Spec! Yay, we get nothing. Oh, this is bridge building question mark, so the text doesn't float. Then I can get the ruins key. So if you're playing by yourself, you'd definitely see yourself getting the keys very early if you have those on. This is actually a level that's supposed to be in this world. It's not the level, but it's close enough. Force key. I just keep getting keys. I actually can beat this level as well, but I'm gonna look in Forest real quick. Research facility. Yeah, I don't think this one's happening though. This is one of the exceptions. Sometimes you won't be able to get there. I have Chasm Key, don't I? Can I beat one of these levels? Oh yeah, I can beat Float. Oh, this is a remix of level I was just playing. And then here's Changeless from Freeing Lake. It's just in Chasm. Oh, one last thing I want to show since this has been going on for a while. With all the levels shuffled around, the hints could end up being really obtuse. But luckily we can get around that, so I don't have the word Kiki, and that's pretty common, so I'm gonna hint for that. It's at Patrol Win. You can see it says it's at Ruins 3. So if we go over to Ruins 3... Thankfully I can beat this level, so I can... This one's pretty easy. Go up here, grab the is... Do that. Then we make Baba's stop, and now we can win the level. And here it is, Patrol, just like it said on our hand. So that'll make finding levels and level shuffle a lot easier. And it also works even if you don't have level shuffle on, so you don't need to memorize where Patrol would be normally. That would also be a bit annoying. This level, even though it's out of logic, I might still be able to beat it. No, I don't. No, maybe not, actually. Actually, no, I can do this. Then I can make doors sink and has tree. Then I can make trees or this is real. Oh no, I can't make trees door. Shoot. Yeah, I guess I'll have to think about this one. And you can see how many wins you actually have at the top right here. I have 17. So that's what I've got for the Archipelago randomizer so far. Hopefully I should be able to get this beta out soon. Let me know if you have any other suggestions, and bye.